decided to start a YouTube channel. So for those of you watching, thank you. And shout out to my first subscriber, Nicole. Thank you for all your love and support through me starting this adventure and seeing where it goes. So for my first video, I was thinking about doing a few different things, but I ended up doing the 21 question challenge just so you guys watching can learn a little bit about me and see what I'm all about. So my first question is, why did I start a channel? So I've been watching YouTube ever since I was maybe in like 7th, 8th grade, and I always loved watching, people. I've watched like Kayla Nicholson, the LeBrant family, Tori Sterling, Caitlin Finch. I mean, you name it, I've probably watched them. So they all inspired me to start a YouTube channel and see where it takes me. So I'm very excited for this journey, and yeah. Question number 2, what is my favorite movie? It is Miracle. So it's revolving around the 1980 U.S. Olympic team and their win against Russia. So it's all like hockey themed, and Herb Brooks, who is like one of my favorite people. It's such a great movie. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend. Go watch it right now. Number 3, favorite sport. This one's kind of tricky because I like all sports, but if I had to pick my favorite one to play, it would be volleyball. I played volleyball my entire childhood and could have played in college, but decided not to and focus on school instead. But if it's watching, it would have to be hockey or football because those two are just both absolutely amazing and so much fun to watch. Question number 4, favorite TV show. This one is kind of tricky as well because when it comes to favorites, I don't always just have one thing. I like a lot of things. So favorite TV show, if I had to pick just one, it would be Grey's Anatomy. I have watched every single episode multiple times and can probably sit and watch and predict what's going to happen before it happens. But also, I really love SpongeBob. I think it's such a funny show, and it's just like a calming childhood thing to watch for me, so I just really enjoy it. Number 5, interesting fact about me. When I was thinking of this, I don't usually think I have a lot of interesting facts, so the one I thought of was that I have severe arthritis in both of my knees, and if I continue exercising and doing high-impact sports such as volleyball, I will more than likely need a knee replacement by 30 because my cartilage between my knees is gone and it's all bone on bone at this point. So very painful, but yeah, that's where my knees are at. Number 6, my dream car. So I've always wanted an all black Chevy, and it started out wanting a Silverado, but I think now I kind of want the Avalanche instead of the Silverado, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I know I want it to be all black, black exterior, black interior, black rims, black bow tie, like just all black, and just I'm so excited for that. Number 7, where would you spend all your time if you could? I would spend every minute at the lake if I could. I love going adventuring next to like water, streams, rivers, nature. That's all my kind of thing. So if I could spend every minute of my day at the lake, I would be the happiest person in the world. Number 8, what could you give a 40-minute presentation on with absolutely no preparation? So I'm an athletic training major, and I could probably do anatomy, a 40-minute presentation all on anatomy. Obviously, athletic trainers have to know every single bone and ligament, tendon. I mean, you name it, we know it all. So I think I could do pretty well at a presentation with no preparation for that. Yeah. 9, if you could turn any activity into an Olympic sport, what would you have a good chance at winning a medal for? So this one's kind of weird, but where I work, I have to put sheets on the beds. So like a fitted sheet and then a sheet, and we have to do it pretty quickly because we're trying to get through patients, and so I can probably do 3 sets of that in less than like 2 minutes, so I'm pretty proud of that. Number 10, who inspires you to be better? So a lot of people inspire me to be better. Obviously all my friends, all my family, and a lot of like celebrities such as Herb Brooks and some of the YouTubers I do watch, but if I had to pick just one person, it would be my mom. She supports me through absolutely everything I do and is always there for me and just helps me be the best version of myself. So I really appreciate that. 11, favorite smell. Again, this is one of those that I have so many and I can't pick just one, but if I'm forced to, it would be the smell of like when it's raining and it's like the wet grass and like you can smell like the tar. Everyone knows this smell, but we can't really like describe it perfectly. But yeah, when it's raining, I just love that smell. I like whip open my windows and let it all in. Number 12, what do you wish your brain was better at doing? So when it comes to song lyrics, I can remember them to a T. Like, you could play a song that I haven't heard since I was probably 10, and I can still sing every lyric to it. But when it comes to like reading books and studying and stuff like that for school, it's like it takes me much longer to remember it and actually understand it. So if my brain could just like use that same technique as it does with lyrics on my homework, that would be perfect. 13, what small gesture from a stranger made a big impact on you? So one day I was having a rough time. It was just such a stressful day. Nothing was going right, and I decided to swing through a coffee shop and get a coffee because coffee makes me happy. And the person in front of me paid for my coffee. And I was just so honored by that. I was like, they have no clue who I am. They don't know me. They might be only having $10 in their wallet, but they decided to pay for my coffee. And it just turned my whole day around. I had a new perspective on what was happening with my day, and I paid it forward as well, paid for the person behind me, because I was hoping that I could do the same for someone else. 14, if you had to change your name, what would you change it to? So I like my name Bailey, but I wish my mom would have spelled it differently. I wish she would have spelled it Baylee instead of Bailey. I just feel like this is a much cooler way of spelling Bailey than how it is spelled, but I've talked to my mom about it. She says no. She goes, I have named you this for a reason, and you need to leave it because this is you. And I guess I have to accept that. Number 15, what age do you want to live at forever? I would honestly pick 21. Like, where I'm at right now is such a good phase of life. It's like the perfect balance of being really young yet, but also being kind of an adult and having responsibilities. But it's just such a good year. I am about to wrap it up and become 22, so I hope 22 is great as well, but if I had to stay at one forever, it would be 21. Number 16, what's the best way to start the day? Obviously coffee. Number 17, would you rather be covered in fur or covered in scales? I would rather be covered in scales. As I mentioned before, I like water. I am obsessed with like fishing and like water skiing and tubing and like all of that fun stuff. So if I could just be in scales and just constantly be in the water, I'd be okay with that. 18, are you always early or late? So if you are my friend and probably watching this, you know I'm always super early. I will tell someone I'm going to be at their house at like 3 o'clock and I'm there at 2:30, 2:45. And they're like, you said 3. And I know. I have really bad time anxiety, so I always just leave super early for anything because I want to make sure I'm there. It's just how I am. Number 19, favorite restaurant. So honestly, mine is McDonald's. You can't go wrong. Chicken nuggets, McChickens, Big Macs, French fries, McFlurries, smoothies, coffee. I mean, they have it all. Like, it's a one-stop shop for all your needs. And it's cheap, so as a poor college student, it's even better. Number 20, favorite color. Mine would be light blue, so kind of like a baby blue, minty blue, teal blue. That's where it's at. Number 21, if you could be any character, who would it be? I would be SpongeBob because A, he has a job he absolutely loves. B, he has a best friend, like, that absolutely loves him and is there for him nonstop. And C, he's just, like, living his life and always wanted to be the best person he can be and always helping people out and just being funny and, like, brightening everyone's day. So he's, like, the ultimate character to be in my mind, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to stick around and be a part of the fam. If not, that's okay too. I don't really know where this channel is going to go. It'll probably have quite a bit of beauty, some cooking, but mostly just vlogging and living my life and showing you guys what it's all about. So I hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, bye guys.